so I've taken the pump off, and I've bagged the bolts, and I've put it in a box. I also took the accumulator that was sitting on the side and I put that in the same box. Now I got to take this switch manifold. In the video, his is much bigger actually. It actually takes up, you can see here, it takes up some of this space here, right here, over this valve. So his is much bigger, but mine is only this big. So I'm just gonna take it off and bag it and tag it. Okay, so I took off the switch manifold assembly that was right here, and now I'm going to take off all these bolts, all these guys, here, all of them, and take off the whole. This whole piece right here is called the valve body, and it's all going to come off. There's different sizes ranging from, looks like 8mm to 12mm, and yeah, so I'm just going to take that off. Just before I take this off, I want to make a quick note here. I'll use this guy to point. This top bolt or fastener, this one's actually it's like a star. This one is actually 10mm. This one was 13mm. This one is 10mm. This one is 10mm. This one is 8mm, right here on the bottom. This one here is 10mm, 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 8mm, 10mm all the way here at the top. And then these two guys are actually, I believe, what they call torques. There's one here, my screwdriver's right on it, and right there. I almost stripped it because I had the wrong size torque, but I managed to get it off. So again, yeah, different sizes. Be careful. So here we go, the moment of truth. I'm going to take the valve body off, but before I do that, I'm just going to put all of these guys together. Okay, here we go. There we go. Still quite a bit of fluid in there. Now, I have to be careful because there's what they call check valve balls. They're very small, and they like to fall out a lot of the times. I got lucky, they stayed in there, but I'm just going to go around and collect them before they all fall out, because I don't want to lose any. Actually, I'm going to get one of my picks. My pick is magnetic too, so it actually happens to catch the ball. That's cool. Okay, so there's one, there's two, one here, one here. I think that's everything. Now for the ones on here, actually on the valve body, little pin that came off. This is one of the plates. It's cool. Just put it aside for now. There we go. One there. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 small ones and 2 larger ones. put those in the bag so they don't get lost. And I think I'm gonna call it a night for tonight. We made a lot of progress, but still a lot to go, a lot to do. So I'll be back tomorrow to continue on. Hi, it's me again. Okay, we are Friday, September 23rd. Yesterday was Thursday, September 22nd, which is when I first started recording. You'll see all the stuff that I recorded yesterday, taking the cover off and taking off the electrical and some of the other stuff, you know. Today, well, we're picking up right where I left off, was just as I took off the valve body. And so now I'm going to take off the other part of the valve body. I've already gone ahead and taken out all the screws and everything. I disconnected the parking pawl. There was a little rooster cone on it. It's a little metal piece. I already bagged it and tagged it. Anyways, so I've already gone ahead and done that. And so now I'm just going to continue on with taking it apart, alright? So here we go. There we go. Now that's the parking valve. Can already see here my clutches for 4th gear. If I remember correctly, this is a pressure plate. This is the first one. It's kind of a thick steel. And this is one of the clutches. It's kind of like a different material. Anyways, that's garbage. This is another plate, clutch plate. And we can see here that it's already had some signs of heating by these little indicators right here. It's been overheating, which is basically the main reason why I'm doing all this. I believe I get a new one of these in the kit, but I'm just going to hold on to it just in case. There's another clutch and the final plate. So that's that. This is, I believe they call it the reluctor wheel, and it's kind of held in with a couple little clips here. I'm just pushing them back, and this guy should come off. There we go. That you definitely want to keep. I'm going to go through all the cleaning and stuff after. So that's basically what's, obviously here's my chain. So I'm really getting down to the nitty gritty. I'm going to be pulling out all this stuff here. There's a gasket here that needs to be replaced. And this guy is this is a plastic piece that's used to, I think it's used to clean the oil or something like that off of the chain. Anyways, want to keep that. Alright, so I've turned it around. We've gone from the back end, which is where the valve body is and all that stuff, where we're just working. I've gone to the other end now. DVD says to take this guy off. Basically we're going to pull out the axle from this side and then go back to the other side and start pulling out all the other stuff. He says that there's 3 bolts. Mine actually has 4. There's 2 at the top here, up here, and there's 1 here off to the side, and 1 down here. Thing I noticed though is I am actually missing these 2. So I'm not sure if they came off during, I think it came off when I was uninstalling the transmission, when I was taking it out of the car. There was a motor mount. So I am going to start working on that.